My name's Angelo, and welcome to We Want Picks. I'm going to walk through my bets and Jacob's bets, even though he's not here, for UFC 272 Covington versus Masvidal. We're going to give you our bets. This is what we're doing with our money. I've actually placed these bets, so I'm going to walk you through what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. And if you want $50 free, we're doing a giveaway. We are giving everybody who goes to WeWantPicks.com/bets and signs up with one of our betting partners $50. That simple. All you need to do is go to WeWantPicks.com/bets, jump into any one of our 5 betting partners, make a deposit, then let me know, and I send you $50. Literally that easy. Let's jump into the bets. So a few things have changed, and we're going to talk about this in a second, so don't just look at what's on the screen and then leave. I have another slide here for you that may mix some of these up. So straight up money line, I've got Nick Negumereanu at plus 120. I do think Nick wins that fight. So he's fighting, or Nikolai, depending on what book you use. He is fighting Kennedy and Chukwu. Kennedy has proven to be a tough guy who can knock somebody out. He's always in the mix. But I just think Nick Negumereanu is next level. We've seen Kennedy lose in striking matches, lose in grappling matches, and Nick just comes in with power, grit, and a chin. So I like Nick Negumereanu to win that fight, and I love him as an underdog. I actually thought he was going to be the favorite. Then I've got Marina Moroz at plus 3.5 points, and that's minus 150. What that means, anybody who doesn't know what a plus 3.5 bet is, I'm buying points on the judge's scorecard. So all she needs to do in real life inside the cage is win one round. I have bought another round by buying 3.5 points. So if she loses a 29-28 decision, I get paid and I win my bet. If she wins a 29-28 or a 30-27, if she wins in any fashion whatsoever, I still get paid. But what this allows me to do is I like to take an underdog that I think it's going to be a really close fight, should win the fight, will go to a decision. And in this case, that's Marina Moroz. She has a little bit of a layoff, and that's what's concerning here. But the reality is I think she's the better fighter, and I think she wins this fight. I wasn't confident enough to do a money line, so I bought one round on the judge's scorecard. So she just needs to win one round for me, and then I'm good to go. You're only going to get that bet if you go to WeWantPicks.com/bets. We have 5 partners. Bet Online is the one partner that offers that sort of buy around bet. So check that out. I love it. Then I have Jacoby Olekjuk under 2.5 rounds. That one's tricky because Kobe's not necessarily a finisher, but Mikhail Olekjuk is kill or be killed kind of guy. So I do think Jacoby's going to come in there, put a beating on him, chop at the legs, then come up to the top and probably stop him. But Olekjuk is super fast. He's always live for a stoppage himself. So I do like the under 2.5. I got that at minus 120. I only put a half a unit on that. Then I have 2 different parlays. And I think Ulanbekov and Nurmagomedov, I think that's a guarantee. I don't see either one of them losing their fights. Nurmagomedov has ballooned up to like a minus 800 favorite on some books. So you're going to have to parlay him, but he's just such a dominant, nonstop wrestler. So is Tagir. Tagir has a little bit of a tougher matchup against Tim Elliott, but I still don't think it's going to be a problem. I still think he's able to shoot a million takedowns, get him down, beat him up. Tim Elliott's crafty on the ground, but he makes weird decisions sometimes. So I've got 2 units on that. I'm almost positive that's going to cash, which is why I threw 2 units on it. And then what I did, this is a weird card because the favorites are giant favorites, and then the rest of the fights are basically pick'ems. So what I've done is I've come in here, I've grabbed sort of my 5 most confident picks. I've got Ulanbekov and Nurmagomedov, which I just walked through. Then I've got Jacoby, Bryce Mitchell, and Colby Covington. Obviously, I think Mitchell is the riskiest one in here, but I put a half a unit on it, but it pays out at plus 420. Those 5 fighters absolutely should win. Nurmagomedov is too big of a favorite, but the others are very reasonably priced considering their matchup. But I said don't leave before I finish, and that's because of this. So this is from the press conference. Look at Bryce Mitchell's bicep. Obviously, something's going on there. That's very bruised. Something happened at some point in the training camp, and it's still healing up. Obviously, he's a dominant wrestler. He's going to need those arms. He's going to elbow with it, and you can't just fight with one arm. I don't know if it's a factor. I don't know if it's not a factor. I already have my bets in. If I didn't have my bets in already, I actually don't know if I would have bet on Bryce Mitchell, because that could be a concern, whatever the hell that is. And he hasn't fought in a full year. and he's had other issues. So it's not as if, it's a little worrisome. And I have a text here. So we sent the picture to a doctor friend. Jacob sent a picture to a doctor friend and said, what do you think this is? The doctor said, that's a distal bicep tear for sure. That's what happens when it tears where it attaches. The bruise gets like that because of the bleeding of the muscle. And then there's a whole bunch more of that. So I don't know if that is a thing, is not a thing. We're literally just looking at a picture. If you watch the embeddeds, he's using his arms freely and seems fine. So this is just a warning. Do with that what you want. Take him out of parlays. I don't know what you want to do with that, but just wanted to share. And these are Jacob's bets. We do have a separate video where he breaks down his own bets. So I'm not going to break his down for him. Literally, we have an entire video of him breaking down his own bets. But these are his bets. He's very high on a few of these fighters. He is like the Bryce Mitchell fanboy of the century. So you'll see 5 units on that. So, guys, thanks so much for the watch. Like the video. Do 2 things. 1, go to WeWantPicks.com/bets. Sign up with one of our betting partners. Make a deposit. Let me know after you do when I send you $50. And 2, we do a pre-fight live stream at 1 p.m. Central before the fights. We will be on here breaking down the fights again, but I will be building a full card parlay with your picks from the live chat. So make sure you join. And if you're a member of this channel, I will pay you. If the parlay hits, the money goes to you. And normally I do a $10 parlay, but this week it's going to be $20 because one of our fans and subscribers who signed up made a deposit. I owe him $50, and he said, you know what? Keep the 50 and divide it up over your pre-fight full card parlays. So now they're $20 instead of 10. Great guy. Thank you to him. You guys will reap those benefits. So click the join button under this video to qualify and join our pre-fight live stream so that you can cash in on that big full card parlay.